Hey folks, I got the linebackers coach, hometown hero Robert Rodriguez out of Montwood High School and out of UTEP. Just been promoted to linebackers coach. Tell me what you see out there, what you got to work with.
You know, I like my guys. I told them already that, you know, I'm really excited about the kids that I have. We have a good relationship, and I've been fortunate enough to work with them for 2 years now, so I've gotten to see a lot of their development. And so I like what I got. We got a lot of speed, a lot of athleticism. We got guys, I think, that fit well what we're trying to do here as a defense. We're going to run to the ball, and we need to get better in a lot of aspects, but in terms of ability, we have the ability to do a lot of great things here.
What'd you get coming in? Anything that you're excited about?
Yeah, I'm real excited, real excited. Got a real good player, DeAndre Little. The thing that people don't know, because he's, I think, the 13th ranked middle linebacker according to Rivals. He's a big kid that can move very well. But the thing that I loved about DeAndre is that he's a fantastic person. And I think we're bringing a good citizen here to El Paso. And it just so happens that good citizen's a heck of a football player. So.
A lot of times that kind of goes together, doesn't it?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. And you like it when it does. And I got a good group of linebackers, too, as far as people go and character. And he's going to fit in well to what I'm trying to preach to the guys of what I want in a linebacker. And I think he's going to fit in well. He's going to have to come along, and he's a young guy, but in terms of ability, you know, that guy's got a ton of ability. He plays the game the way I want to play it.
We changed our defensive philosophy a little bit, where we're going back to more of a 4-3 defense. Is that going to, you got the right players to do that?
I believe so. Yeah, I believe so. I think the way Coach Patterson, when it comes to the way he's teaching the four-man front, it makes us a different group. We're not just a traditional four-man front like you see 90% of the time in college football. You know, we're coming off of a defense that was very unconventional, that gave people a lot of problems because of what we did. And now I think it's more about the way the guys up front are playing it that's going to give people trouble. And I think what Coach Patterson has been teaching me and teaching us over the last couple of weeks is exciting. It's really exciting because it looks traditional, but it plays a little bit more than traditional because of the technique that they're playing up front. And it makes it a lot better situation for our linebackers. They don't get touched as much, so we get to run fast to the ball and be athletes and make plays on the football, which is exciting.
Do they have to do a lot of thinking?
You always got to do thinking in football now, but the beauty of this defense is we've simplified it a great deal for the kids. So what we're going to do is we're going to be a little bit more verbal than we've been in the last couple of years and declare things that usually we just had to know, so as to make sure that the kids don't forget that stuff. So we're going to scream it out on the field. You're going to hear a lot of chatter this spring, but I think it's going to work to their benefit because at the end of the day, they're not going to have to worry about where to go. They've just said it, so they know it. And every now and again when you mess up and you hear the person next to you tell you, you know, hey man, that's not right, that's what it's for. You know, the more verbal you are, the more it becomes a team game.
I'm going to ask you kind of an off-the-wall question here. Who had the most influence on your football career?
On my football career? Well, my parents. You know, my parents. I was raised by my mother and my grandmother, so they have the most influence in everything I've done, including my football career. But in terms of my football career as a player, Mike Price. Mike Price has done more for me than anybody's ever done. I think that's something that's special for me to coach for him and to be able to preach to these kids that you play for a coach that cares more about you than most coaches would for their kids. And so Mike Price, and I look back to Tim Hundley. Tim Hundley was a great coach for me, and even Osei Lewis really helped me a lot the last couple of years. He's been a good mentor for me and taught me a lot about what I need to do and how you got to treat people. And like I said, and you know, I'm learning a lot from Andre now. Coach Patterson came in, and I'm learning more and more every day. So I'm becoming a better coach every day. Hopefully I can make these kids better every day.
You got a lot of stuff to draw from, don't you? You got a lot of varied.
Well, those are good coaches. I just got four very good coaches, and I'll tell you what, you try to get the best out of everybody. For Coach Patterson, like I said, I'm fired up to coach for him, and I'm gonna do a good job for him because you know I'm coaching for him. He's a great man, great coach, just a fantastic football coach. And then Mike Price, who I don't need to talk any more about him because he's a phenomenal head coach, and to me in this profession he's been like a father figure to me, and so I'm gonna make them both proud and work hard for him, and my kids are gonna do the same.
Fantastic.
All right.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
You.
I've waited a long time for this one.